If you are someone who's too busy with his job or studies and you don't have time to keep up with the Manchester United transfer window, then this video is for you. Here's a recap of whatever major has happened at United in the first 3 weeks of the January transfer window. The biggest transfer of this window has been Jadon Sancho. As we all know, since his fight with Erik ten Hag in the August, he hasn't played a game. And now he has finally got his move away from United and he has gone back to Dortmund. Not only has he gone back to Dortmund, he also was involved in a goal involvement right in his first game. Does that make me think that we should have kept Sancho? Absolutely not. Just like this comment has said, he has way too many chances. I don't think he ever put in 100% effort at United, and according to me, he should be sold in the summer. I don't know where, but I don't think he has a future at United anymore. The next biggest news, and probably the latest news, is Manchester United hiring the new CEO Omar Berrada. Omar Berrada was the current CEO of the City Football Group, which basically means that he was overseeing the 13 clubs under the City brand, and he was responsible for a lot of success of City and is considered one of the top class CEOs in the football industry. So it's great that we are strengthening our club as well as at the same time we are weakening City. There are both pros and cons to this appointment. One of the few cons is that the minor con is that he can't even start working until the summer because he has just resigned at the City Group, so he has some time which he has to spend being not appointed anywhere else, and that's until the summer where he starts as his CEO position at United. So what I'm gonna guess is that for the summer we won't have his guidance to direct our dealings. The next big thing is that we all know City has 115 charges, and being the CEO of the City Group, he probably was involved in some of the charges. I'm gonna trust that Ineos are smart enough to not hire a person who might be implicated in the charges, because we saw it at Tottenham where they hired Paratici from Juventus, and some months after he was charged with bribery and corruption and he was suspended thereafter. I don't want that happening at United again. So I hope he's not involved with these charges, because as a CEO you would believe that he was, involved or had some idea, but let's hope not. The good thing about this is that he is a guy with a proven track record, not only at City but also at Barca. He was the head of sponsorships there and did a really good job, which led him to going to City and doing an even better job. Omar Berrada was seen as one of the big successors to the City footballing structure, like he was gonna be the next top guy, and United managed to poach them, which is huge for the club and shows the statement intent that Ineos has for the club. Next, let's talk about Donny van de Beek. He has gone on a loan to Frankfurt. There is a buy clause, and in my opinion, I'm actually happy for Donny. I believe that Donny was a really good talent, and United are the ones who destroyed that talent, not giving him enough time. He has injuries, he has had confidence issues, and United was responsible for his confidence being blown to bits. Oli bought him, didn't play him. Ragnick didn't play him. Then Ten Hag obviously didn't play him, even though he played really well under Ten Hag at Ajax. So there's something wrong, and I just hope he finds his magic, his charm, because he's a player who has never created trouble at United, even with the injustice that's been done to him. So I hope Donny finds his confidence back and plays at his best. The next transfer is of Hannibal. A lot of United fans like you and me have liked Hannibal because of his passion for the club. He was one of the few players who actually looked like he gave a damn about the club, like he cared about what is going on at the pitch. He wasn't one of those players who started losing 2-0 and their heads would drop and they would stop playing. No, Hannibal was the one who would run even more, who would put in 2 extra challenges if you're losing. So the sad thing about this is that it's a loan to Sevilla, but there's a buy clause. Sevilla can buy him, but United didn't include a buyback clause. So if Hannibal goes on to become a world-class player in the future, United doesn't have a direct means to buy him back and will have to negotiate at high prices. It's a trademark stupid move from United. We are keeping players such as McTominay but selling Hannibal. Because let's be honest, I don't think Hannibal can do anything worse than McTominay. McTominay is already 26. We know what his ceiling is, we know what his potential is. But Hannibal was still young. We could have maybe seen him develop more, but we won't get a chance anymore. The next one, and probably the most stupid one in my opinion, because let me give you some context. Shaw has been injured. Malacia has been injured throughout the whole season. I don't think he even played a game for us. So when our two fit fullbacks are injured, we bought in Reguilon from Spurs as a loan. But we terminated his contract right in the starting of January with both Shaw and Malacia still injured. Right? And now Alvaro Fernandez, a youth academy prospect, which we sent to Granada, and he was doing well there. Not getting enough time, but whenever he played there, he played well. And now we called him back from that loan, and now we are loaning him out again to Benfica. So just think about this. We still don't have any fit natural left backs. We only have Dalot and Van Bissaka, and now Alvaro Fernandez, who we could have given some chance to play. We have not only loaned him out to Benfica. Benfica have a buy clause in it, and United have for some reason included a buyback and a sell-on clause. So that just shows me that United has no idea about his potential. I'm not saying I know that he's going to be world class, but if you're loaning a player, then adding a buyback, that means you believe he'll become good. But if you loan a player and add a sell-on, that means you think he's not good enough for you, for your own club, but he'll be good enough for someone else. But in this case, you have included all three. Like, United structure has no idea what Alvaro Fernandez will be, whether he'll be good, whether he'll be bad. They're just selling him for money, basically, in my opinion. So it's just a really stupid move that we could have kept him at least as a reserve. Because if Dalot gets injured or Van Bissaka gets injured, we won't have any coverage. Any. So that is just such a stupid move. Now, moving on. Amrabat. Like we all know, most of us has been disappointed by how his season has been. And it's not his fault, to be honest. We bought him in the last day of the transfer window in August. He didn't have a preseason because he was protesting to join us. Right? He showed his loyalty to us because he wanted to come here. So a player who didn't have a preseason joined us, was injured. Then through injury he came back, was forced to play left back, then was forced to play as a CDM alone, where in that weird formation that we have, where a single CDM and two central attacking midfielders with no coverage for the CDM. So Amrabat was forced in that position and he still did okayish, right? But since then he has not featured again. So what the rumors are saying is that we are not gonna sign him on a permanent basis and he's probably gonna go back after the season ends. So I hope we get someone better, someone younger, someone faster, because the rumors are that Casemiro is gonna leave, I think, either to Saudi or somewhere else. And if Casemiro also leaves, we will have no CDM, and we will not have any backup CDM either, because let's be honest, Menu is not a CDM. He can play there, but his best position is a number 8, which is next to the CDM, who can do box to box. So there's a need for good recruitment in the CDM department, because Amrabat is leaving, Casemiro might leave, so that only leaves Menu and McTominay. McTominay is not good for that role, and Menu can do that role, but he's better in other positions. So that's it for the major outgoings. As for the incomings, there's nothing, to be honest. The FFP rules are limiting us in such a way that we cannot buy anyone until we sell someone for big money. And the one position that we need a player in is the striker position. The issue here is Martial's contract expires in the summer and he is refusing to leave, because why would he leave? He's getting 250k a week. He won't get anywhere else. So he's gonna run out his contract till the summer, but as you all know, Martial is never fit. So it's only Højlund who's fit and Martial. We are looking to sign Choupo-Moting from Bayern, who I think can be like a decent enough signing till the summer because he can teach Hoyland how to play as a striker, like a more of a box striker. But again, we cannot sell Martial. We don't have the funds to sign Choupo-Moting, so I don't know what's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be a panic loan in the last 2 or 3 days of the January transfer window. Besides that, Varane. Varane is on a high contract, like 300k plus. So United are trying to reduce their wage bill. Varane is one of those players who's on high bill. But here the thing is that United are trying to renegotiate his contract. Varane's contract ends in the summer, but we don't want to let him go. We are trying to re-sign him on a lower wage, but let's see if that happens. So that's a roundup of everything major with United till now in the first 3 weeks of the January transfer window. If you have liked my video so far, then I would really appreciate if you can leave a like on the video and let me know what you think of this window so far. I would personally give this window a 4 out of 10. Yes, we have let go of some players, but some of the players we have let go is just stupid in the way we have let go. And we are not going to have any signings in a season where we are playing really bad. So for me, it's a 4 out of 10. I'll see you all in my next video. I think our next game is against Newport in the FA Cup. I hope we don't embarrass ourselves and lose. I think we'll win. So yeah, I'll see you all then. Goodbye.